Puppy is not listening very well. One of the best like accidental commands that we taught our dog was that we'll just say hallway, and originally it was because we were just constantly saying like go back into, we have a back hallway in our house, kind of where my office here is located, and it has turned into being a little bit more flexible than that, and it kind of means back away from whatever scenario is going on and find a place to, you know, regain your composure and relax a little bit. Usually works very well, but of course, as with most dogs, when they hit that threshold of I'm too upset to intellectualize anything, then definitely can result in a bit of a hectic scenario here. Okie dokie. I am just noticing, by the way, in that encounter, I mean, once earlier we had some miasma clouds going on, and I thought to myself, oh, these aren't doing anything to me. Which then, again, noticing there, having full negativity resistance, of course, the main factor there, with most of these, the like additive stacks of resistance have depreciating effects. So, you know, 1 pip of fire resistance, 50% resistance. Second pip is only giving you an additional like 16%. I think it brings it up to 66, but I could be wrong with that. And then I think it maxes out. It either maxes out at 66 and I was wrong about that middle fact, or it maxes out probably at around like 70, 75. As you can tell, I'm an expert on this matter. But important part to this little diatribe is that negativity resistance doesn't work like that. It's actually the one elemental type that 3 pips of negativity resistance means 0 damage from sources of like drain and negative bolts. So that's why we're not actually struggling with that, which kind of runs antithetical, I guess, to the vitalization ability. That's something that's probably more useful on non-gargoyle characters. Not that I'm going to complain by any stretch. I mean, at the very least, it would protect us, what was it, from like confusion? Petrification, not an issue. I got excited for a second, then realized it's pretty much just confusion. And even that's not a factor because of the Amulet of 4 Winds. I was not paying attention. Okay, please don't, or have not. Oh, jeez. Have you ever had a dream that you will, that you won't, that you... Hopefully none of these mutations are too bad, is what I was going for. Wait, excuse me? Strange and... Oh, Zin! My brother in Christ. Zin, you are beautiful. Have I ever told you that? How remarkably breathtaking you are? Because it's true. It's true, my friend. Well, ain't that just the thing? I kind of forget that mutation is not going to be as much of a factor in a Zin run. At least compared to the average one. What the heck is going on in the Abyss here today? That's a lot of new friends. Do you want, I will step directly through the fire, thank you. I appreciate your precautionary measures, DCSS, but you're wrong, bad, and dumb, and I know better. So let me through. Beautiful. We can start reciting. Unfortunately, the Starker's masses are the big problem child. Gateway leading out, never mind. Ain't no thing. Beautiful. When in doubt, just get lucky. I've always said this. I've always been a strong advocate of getting good at anything in life is a waste of your time, and you should instead just call on one Lady Luck, and all your dreams will come true, kids. Though, of course, by mentioning their name, I am guaranteeing that they will abandon me, as is the common knowledge for how Lady Luck works, of course, for all my Terry Pratchett fans out there. There we go. Okay, we immediately make our way down to Abyss 3 this time. Much better. Do you know what? This is a classic strategy of mine. When in doubt, anytime you see a gateway up in Abyss 3 and the rune is nowhere in sight, might as well go through because there's always the chance that you'll enter in and immediately lock eyes with a rune showing up on the minimap there. Unfortunately, doesn't pay off for us here immediately, but rinse, repeat, and eventually good things shall come. Do a quick look to make sure that I didn't miss a rune appearing right at the end there. Then out and in, as they always say. Let's actually pick a consistent direction. Auto Explorer, at least for the first couple of moments, can kind of naturally do so, but anything further than that, and you pretty much have to start wrangling your exploration on your own. Something that I'm not very good at. I'm a very slow button pusher. You can tell how much I overly rely on the quality of life improvements that the game has to offer. I'm almost drive myself crazy. I need to clean my monitor. There's a speck of dust right over the minimap on the right side of my screen there. Every time without fail, I think that I'm looking at the rune showing up on my map. It's usually just a tiny purple speck out in the distance of our consciousness. Let's hang out here for a bit. The abyss giveth and the abyss taketh away. Ooh, some damnation. Oh me, oh my. These kids are not fooling around. Starcursed masses are still the bane of our existence. Again, we struggle especially with them because we don't have AoE. It's unfortunate. Oh, I should have killed it. I know I don't want like more mutations coming in from our Necoxic friend, but I'm way more plussed by the existence of the Starcursed mass than anything else. So, you know, respect where respect is due, and in this case, I only respect the improbable levels of annoyance that our Starcursed friends have managed to achieve with their life. Truly is incredible. We detect the Abyssal Rune? Why you shouldn't have. Okay, let's go see what we're dealing with, shall we, folks? Please grant me passage, O wise ones, to the realm of the abyss. I mean, I guess should specify Abyssal Rune. Let's be clear and up front with each other. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Maybe this way, maybe that way. Eventually something has got to give. And we may be able to find our way in. Okay, this is looking better for sure. Turn some of these kids into salt. Man, this makes me want to do a 15 rune run with Zin for a while. Normally, I'm the Shining One apologist until the end of the day, but I think it would just be kind of fun to go through the hells, turn everything to salt, especially since those options are not mutually exclusive, right? Can always do a bit of a hot swap between our good friends. And yikes. I mean, Hell Sentinel is definitely a problem. Is there anything else I can really do? I can throw acid at you. Oh my gosh, Recite works on you? Well, crawl our way down here. Beautiful stuff. Let's get out of sight of the rest of these Starcursed masses. Let them just come in one at a time. That way they can't start the mitosis process outside of our view as well. This is an interesting little abyss vault. So we have to teleport in. I mean, so far to see a bone dragon. That ain't bad. That's not the end of the world. Draw me in, coach. Not that many of you are affected by this. Oh gosh, but more of you are coming in as we speak. Okie dokie. Well, how's everyone's poison resistance doing? Majority of you will be 100% fine and unaffected. Some of you, however, not so much. So why not? I mean, like, I feel This is going to be a slog. There's some temptation to just like blink past these sons of guns over this direction, out over yonder, try to find myself like a bit of a better kill corridor or something, especially if I can get to the rune. Then look at that. That's designed for some good old-fashioned slaughter. But otherwise, I mean, I'm mainly debating the haste potion. It's always a tough call to make in Abyss. You could get yoinked away at any moment, so burning too many resources, even when you're this close to the rune, doesn't always make a lot of sense. But there's a bit of a catch-22 there, because using a haste potion means I'll more quickly get to the rune, which leaves less chance for us to be yoinked out of here. But it's by that kind of logic that we could find ourselves forever finding a rune, burning a haste potion, and losing everything. Okay, this is a slightly more defensible position. Okay, Recite is not back up yet. I mean, there's something to be said for not continually walking deeper into the pit here. But I've never been applauded for my intelligent thinking skills. And let's not change that today. Let's not go too crazy. Okay, so we recite again. I'm still fast. Cloud's gone. Okay. Rune was here. So I could just blink in? Probably not that crazy of an idea. I only have one teleport scroll, so it's not really viable for me to teleport out. I mean, on top of that, of course, Abyss has translocation delaying abilities that are sure to ruin your day. But, oh, if I can imprison someone just so, I can kind of block the entrances here. There's something interesting going on there. I also have Sanctuary. Okay, let's back up for just a second here. Before I immediately start burning through what is, by most people, potentially considered the greatest consumable in the game, that being Blinking Scrolls, let us initially take a look at fear chances, shall we? The majority of you are demons, and as such, do not care a lick about it. In fact, both the ones blocking my way, both the problem children here, are not going to be too phased by that. So maybe I do use a scroll blinking. Is that crazy? Don't answer that question. You promise me you wouldn't think too hard about it, because the answer is always kinda, unfortunate as that may be. I'm gonna regret this later. This is gonna be the one thing that would have saved me in a future here. But I do want to just make sure that I get the rune butterflying in. Now that would have been interesting. That actually, because it would have pushed them back, and I could have swapped places with my butterflies to just wiggle my way in there. Probably should have done something like that, but that's fine. What I will do is imprison you. I need more space. Okay, so natural walls also cause problems for imprisonment. Oh, you're both draconians. I think this is gonna work on you. Pog, baby. Okay, this time though, we butterfly. Hell yeah, brother. It's just that easy. I mean, okay, I'm not alive or guaranteed out of here in one piece yet, so let's maybe chill slightly on the victory speeches, but hell of a lot better than it was a moment ago. Don't actually know which of you I should kill first in that scenario. I guess both. Both is good. Okie dokie. Well, we're pulled to another region of the Abyss. That's unfortunate because we knew we had a gateway out fairly nearby in that previous setup. Oh my gosh, nothing but Starcursed masses as far as the eye can see. What the hell, brother? Gosh darn it. Oh, we struggle immensely with you kids. Hum. I mean, so you leaving us stunned and helpless? I don't actually know. I need to look you up to get down to some of the brass tacks on how exactly you work. Because all I know is that you hurt me way more than I care to admit. And I'm a very unhappy camper. However, I don't really know mechanically. Oh, I did get paralyzed. Okay, well that might happen again. Because yeah, only 16 attack damage? Like, that's not what's hurting us. Even if we were surrounded by these sons of guns with 52 armor class, it ain't gonna be doing much. But unfortunately, I think there are other... Based on our previous experiences, there's more going on. There's more than meets the eye for these sons of guns here. Of course, backup option, 1 teleport scroll, and Sanctuary. That's all we need. I'm debating if Sanctuary could actually get us into a more preferred position. Maybe I Sanctuary first and foremost. Oh, and these things... They hate it. They hate the Sanctuary. Oh gosh, that's a different Starcursed mass. Get out of here. Do I use my final teleport scroll? And the Abyss not your favorite place? Well, I don't think you're alone in that. I think I can join you in that opinion. Definitely, I mean, it's been a mixed bag. There have been some moments of brilliance that are better than I thought. Thought monsters always run outside the Sanctuary. I think they're trying, but the issue is we have all these Starcursed masses. It's like, it's the mosh pit problem, right? Where even if the individuals inside of the group are doing their best to follow the rules, unfortunately, there's a bit of unpredictability just with the sheer like volume of body mass here. And so unfortunately, those sons of guns are giving us a bit of a run for our money. Late term switch to Luganu, anyone? Black Friday shoppers. That's actually a much more appropriate comparison, because immediately upon mentioning the mosh pit, I was like, but most mosh pitters are actually pretty, like, fantastic. You know, spend enough time in that environment, you know the general, like, societal structures that will keep everyone in one piece. But Black Friday shoppers, on the other hand, none of that introspective thoughtfulness, and instead it's just pure murder on the mind. But okie dokie, that got us out of there. Gateway leading down appears. That's not what I wanted. Hey, what are you doing here? Since apparently memes from the like early 2010s is on my mind here today. Early 2010s? I guess that's technically right. That's like Vine period of time. I don't know, time generally doesn't hold much meaning for me because I am terrible at tracking it, paying attention in any way, and ooh boy, let's sorry, slight distraction from that random tangent and my inability to understand time as a basic human concept. Okay, there we go. Managed to settle in once more. Where's my gateway out, though? I ask you this, Luganu. I have bested your champion. I have grabbed your rune. Do you not respect the show of might? Gosh darn it, you don't. Okay, that answered my question, I guess. So thanks. I appreciate the honesty, I guess. Even though it's not what we wanted to hear this evening. Starcursed masses, man. They are a problem. Don't let anyone ever tell you differently. And in fact, anyone who tells you differently is selling you something. Okay, Worldbinder actually will probably be target numero uno for us here. This is a wild time in Abyss. If only we hadn't been teleported away after escaping the vault. We had like the taste of freedom there. We knew exactly where to find a gate out. And of course the ever-evolving, shifting labyrinth of the Abyss here, doing its best to choose just the most inopportune moments to open up the floodgates for all comers. Okay, at the very least, I should have done that earlier. You got to be spitting facts here. If nothing else, you will break their will with pure annoyance. Gateway leading out. Oh my lord, it happened. It is a gosh darn miracle. Okay. All of that, of course, to say we never didn't have it. Easy Abyss. Perfect. Love to see it. And with that out of the way, yeah, we don't even have any temporary. Even the temporary stuff gets blocked. Hell yeah, Zin. I don't care what the other gods say. You're all right with me, Zin. But okie dokie. I should have said the other good gods. Really sow the dissension within the ranks. You gotta keep these deities on their toes, you know? Pantheons, they need to get a bit of a reality check every once in a while. But okie dokie. With that, we got our third rune. I think I'm ready to go kill Boris now. Or ignore Boris. I've not decided yet on exactly how we want to handle this elf. The critical point of that is that I do not wish for Boris to sneak up on us while we're dealing with our other compatriots here. By Susan. I didn't know you hung out here. Is it like a timeshare situation? Is it just like part of the year you like to hang out down in Elf, or what's up? Well, as long as one of you has ears and a willingness to listen, I'm always happy to start a recital in an impromptu performance of sorts. And beautiful. Let's, for safety's sake, just pop out. I think that was the end of the onslaught for the time being, but better safe than sorry. And once more into the breach. Okay, recital had some mixed effects there. Oh, geez Louise, stop that. Who taught you kids damnation? In fact, who's summoning you? This is why we took that, we took our minor in throwing when we went to Mace College here for just such an occasion. Beautiful. Ooh, our escape path has been blocked, which is not great. How much damage do you kids do? 3d 14/18? Will make up your mind, poor Frost Cannon. Or like a horror Frost Cannon, if you ask me, because it is a nightmare down in here. Who summoned you? Wait, these don't tell me who summoned them? An elegant siege weapon from a more civilized time, I see. Well, what's my quickest way to just blast you sons of guns into the stratosphere? I mean, we could use some of our few digging charges to clear the way, I guess, and it's not a terrible idea. Just with how rough this has gone over the last few moments. Yeah, look at that. In fact, oof, I can't even recite again. What am I doing with my life? Oh gosh, in fact, a shot from you could still be pretty brutal. If you like Crystal Spear especially, I can at least get out of range of Crystal Spear if I like blink over here or something. Right, but I could, instead of wasting a blink, peace be with you, and also with me. Beautiful. Gotta love Sanctuary. I don't think I ever really conned on. I mean, I didn't play Xin much, and when I did, it was generally just for the first part of the game. But yeah, that is incredible. And yeah, you know, I'm not surprised I was great based on, I believe, what you mentioned last week. I'm starting to see the light. You have successfully witnessed the conversion of a man to being pro Xin.